You know, after streaming for what now? How many days in a row have I streamed? What's in this? I think I edited the stream. Yeah. 5 days in a row. After streaming for 5 days in a row, you really run out of all the different ways I could possibly come into the chat and be like, "Hey, everyone, haha." I'm fucking out of it. I don't like. Yeah, there's no other way I can come in, introduce myself. Hello, it's me. I'm a person. I'm gonna have one of these mint strips. I have these what are these? Fresh breath strips. I don't really need them for any kind of breath related things because like they're made for making your breath smell good or whatever. I just like the mint. I chew gum by the fucking pack. So in a day I can go through like 4 packs of gum. It's like I chew too much goddamn gum. It's ridiculous. And these mint strips. Yeah. I just like mint. What can I say? Hell, even in my iced coffee that I made, I threw in some what's it now? Peppermint extract just to give it that icy feel to it. I also like the opposite spectrum where I really like hot spicy foods. So I often when I go out to get it, say if I go to Chipotle or Hot Heads, if they have it, if they have like ghost pepper stuff, I'll guarantee get it. I was upset too when we went to Hot Heads to get it because they had for I think it was a limited time only thing where they had ghost chili pepper. It was hot chili pepper hot sauce. For some reason, I thought it was salsa. No. But they were only strictly allowed to give like 2 or 3 drops of it on your like bowl or your burrito or whatever. Only like 3. So they were either A, rationing it because they didn't have enough to go around for anyone who really wanted it, or B, they didn't want to have people sign waivers to not fucking die. So that's unfortunate. I would have signed a waiver if it was possible, or try to slide like an extra $1 or 2 over to the person behind the counter just to give me some more. But that's just bribery. All right. Hey, what's up, Sickly? Nothing much. Just chatting about spicy food. I got a message. What's going on? Okay. I'm reading from the Game Jib chat right now that I'm in. Let me just slap this onto the console capture. Felt like yesterday, then I saw most of the hard stuff is done or being worked on now. Hope we have time for some polish at the end. Because hope dies last. Wow. Alright, so jumping straight into what I was working on. I have an environment that I have to texture. The level designer threw it my way, and now I have to go about working on it. So, let me see here now. Shading. I'm going to have to add texture. Let me throw this in here. And then I have to load. Oh, yeah, that one. Okay, set this to closest. So basically, we're going to have to texture this whole thing to do stuff. Right. So let's just take this entire thing at the moment, reset it, and then... What in the hell? There's a circular face in here. Where is that? Okay, so this should not be a thing that exists in... Okay, well, whatever it is, it's attached to some face. Oh, this! Right. Never mind. Get that out of here. That's not an important thing at all. Right. So let's scale this down by 4, I believe. And all of these should go there. Since they're unmarked, unregistered textures, they should be like base black or something like that. Just so that way they're out of the way. for everything. Matter of fact, I could probably... There we go. Now they're completely out off the screen. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I was going to... Or is it shading? Yeah. And instead of set this to repeat, set it to clip. So now it has nothing. So everything that isn't important to the modeling and texturing as of right now, completely removed. So it's a lot easier to organize. All right, so let's go into this. Let's slide this over this way. So I want to select some normal faces based on which way they're facing. If they're facing like this, which is directly up, ooh, excuse me, pardon me, it's on. So all the normals are facing a very specific way, and I want to select all the ones just pointing upwards. So let's select by similar normal. There we go. This will get us close to going on our way with texturing. So a lot of the ones that are facing straight up will be grass. I have to figure out some areas that are not. Oh, is this set to linear? Hold on. Let me slap back into shading. Oh no, they're set to closest. Okay. I thought I was seeing something. Okay, never mind. Slide back to GoGodot mode. So I'm going to go about selecting all these areas that could and should be set to grass, but we're not caught in the selection. A lot of general cleaning up stuff to do. There. Yeah, it's like those. But yeah, I've actually managed to look into being able to play the game that we've actually had made, because for the longest time I didn't have actual access to the Godot project, mainly because I'm just a moron and didn't think to actually download the Git and try running it in Godot. But I didn't think it would be as easy as it would be when I tried it. I was afraid it would be a bit more difficult, but it was not. It was significantly more easy than I anticipated it to be. I had to download the newest version of Godot because I apparently had a older version than what we were using. What sort of game is it? It's going to be a platformer puzzler game. The mechanics are based around moving hoses and planting plants to progress through the game to move forward. But it's also kind of got a story behind it. So the main character is Lily. She's a mouse, and basically, bad thing happens, and she has to go save her friends. We're trying not to go all out with a story, mainly because it's a very simple game jam thing. Whether or not it's going to get implemented into a bigger game, I don't know. That's just how it be. I'm just trying to do all of these areas as slowly as I can. So that way, when I'm done with all the grass, I can just select everything in the UV islands. And then just, quickly assign it to a vertex group, which I'll just call UV grass. And that's a pretty quick way to fix it. Let's assign that right now. There we go. This one we'll assign to that. There we go. There we go. Sometime here soon, I'll probably end up having to go and make new textures because I don't know how much I'm actually going to be using of these. I'm probably going to have to swap. I originally made this texture sheet, for a map that I designed in Tabletop Sim, and basically I'm converting this now into a game texture. Go. Okay, let's set this to snap to pixels. I think that's fair enough. Wait, nope, not snap to center, snap to corner. There we go. Go. Oh, let's remove that sharp and add a sharp there. Okay, let's go finding more areas to add some stuff. Nice, that's better. Right, so let's take this area. Well, more specifically, it's gonna go there. Go. That's pretty flat. Smooth that area out. Nice. Yeah, let's have this area be smooth again. Why don't we triangulate this area? Whoops. Ah. Huh. Seem to have put the wrong face at the... You know, I think I'm just stupid. One second. I've used the wrong face to begin with. I should have been using this one. Trying to avoid these diagonal faces. There we go. That looks cleaner. Okay, now this face, that's the one we're going to be using. There it is. Just a second. I left my door open slightly. All right. Okay, let's go and select all of these areas here. Mark them sharp. Nice. I think this area right here I'm gonna pull up. Whoa. let's triangulate that. Oh, don't triangulate towards that bounding cursor. That's what I need. Ugh. I don't know about that one, Chief. That just looks gross. Oh, never mind. It was because I edge slided that looks wrong. Never mind. Do that. Now it's good. And just there we go. UV reset. Take this scale, divide by 4. Whoopsies. 90 degrees. Nice. There it is. Doing pretty good. Might as well smooth out these areas, right? Do I want to do that? Sure, why not? Take this. Let's just mark that there. Well. Bam. That works pretty good. Yeah, let's clear that sharp. Oh, they're adding Kirby sounds to the music now? Alright. I mean, this is a Kirby music playlist. I'm just... I don't know why they decided to add that to the song. Whatever. Oop. Alright. Okay, we have UV grass. Okay, here's what we should do. UV grass edge, and then UV dirt. Wait, shit, I assigned. Nope, remove. Okay, then this face can go away. Select everything right here. That didn't work. All the faces right here. All of these are grass. Assign them and hide. All of these are grass edges. Assign and hide. Nothing assigned to dirt? I could have sworn I did that. No, I guess not. Not yet, anyway. All right. Pretty sure there's... Yeah, let's... do that. Whoopsies. Nah, I'm just gonna leave those edges for now. I think I got all those areas over there cleaned up. Let's see here. Right here. Ah, stop that. Damn camera. Okay. So, ooh, nope. There we go. One thing I also want to do is I want to go into the material and turn on backface culling, so I can actually see my material when I'm looking around it. There. There's some areas that need fixed. Ooh. Right there. Oopsies. Right. Give me just a second. What's this? Let me smooth this area out. There we go. That's better. Right there. Whoa. Right, cleared that. Good. lot of those. I think I've gotten basically all the grass areas that I'm going to be getting. Yeah, I think I got everything. Almost everything, at least. Take all those, assign them to grass. Nice. All right, let's take this and assign them to that. There we go, that's good. Okay, let's clear those sharps. This almost sounds like a Mario RPG song. I cleared those. Nice. All right. Oopsies. Yeah, we got that whole edge. Let's just slide that right there. Surprised how well these are just unwrapping, because normally I was afraid I'd have to be doing a lot of selecting faces and then just orienting them properly, but no, they seem to unwrap perfectly. Yeah, that's good. Like that and that. There we go. Oopsies, didn't do that. Nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Seems to go way around, don't it? Nice. Ah, damn it. Selected the cursor. I was trying to use cursor to offset or selection to offset by cursor or whatever, but I messed up. There we go. Easy. Looks like there was a lot to be merged. Unless, okay, no. I'm curious what all that stuff that was that got merged. Something. Could have sworn I'd run that before, but it didn't. Must not have gone through. That or I must not have saved it. Oh well. I want to hit this with a smooth brush just to make it less blocky. That would be interesting visually. Go. I got an idea. Why don't I try doing this? So I can select all the top areas. Let me just clear sharps there. I'll basically just redo them. Redo the sharps. Wrong button. lot of stuff I'm gonna have to be selecting here. I think that's everything. Whoop. Got that little area right there. Ooh, didn't do that. There we go. Oop. Bam. I'm just gonna double check, make sure that all the UV maps are facing in the correct direction, because that isn't always a guarantee. This would take forever in a 2D overhead game because the depth has to be faked. I guess. Yeah, I hate the holding Alt and then dragging on the mouse causes it to snap to an orthographic view. At some point or another, I'm gonna try and dig into my Blender and just disable that because I fucking never use it. So, oop. These areas right here, assign those to be grass. Well, let me triangulate this area right here. There we go, like that. Huh? Oh, this needs to be reset entirely. There we go. There we go. There we go, there's that. You know what? Hold on. Let me see if I can do this now. Because I remove this from my preferences to never use it. And it's become much more frustrating with this mouse because I think it's more sensitive? I don't know. Okay then. What is it? Interface? No. Key mapping. 3D view. 3D view global, I think. It has to be something to do. What, alt? No. View axes. Tweak, middle, north, southeast. Is this it? I think that might be it. Ah, yes, I did it. Okay. I never ever use that as a function. Sweet. So now when I want to do that, I can just actually hit my damn numpad like I want it to. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really stubborn when it comes to stuff like that. I'll work with a problem until I just get frustrated enough that I want to fix it. There we go. Oop, don't do that. Right there, you need. Whoop. Whoop. I think that's basically everything. Okay, assign that to grass. Assign that to edge. And now these would basically just become dirt. Now I feel very much that I should probably basically redo all of the sharps. Because I only want them at these sort of ridges right here. Like ridges where the grass connects directly into a wall. I apologize if I'm not really talking so much. I'm a bit more focused than I normally am. And, yeah. Generally, I'm not the most entertaining anyway. Whoopsies. No lighting in here, huh? Yeah. Good thing I don't have a webcam, otherwise you just see an awkward person just sitting here in silence staring at a screen. I could not carry that. Some people can use webcams, and I am not one of those people. Some people even use those. What do they know? I think the program is like Face Rig or some kind of something like that, where I think VTubers use stuff like that a lot, where they have some kind of like anime avatar or something along those lines. That stuff skeeves me out, man. That like it's super uncanny. It doesn't even move right. So, yeah. I mean, there's definitely value behind using something like that because not everyone wants to even show their face, whether they feel like socially awkward or like they actually have personal emotional disconnections with showing themselves for like either like psychological reasons. Like some people have like, you know, gender dysphoria and they feel like, yeah, like this ain't me. So I would rather just show off a like an idealized version of what I want myself to be. You know, that works. But, you know, I couldn't use a surface like that because it's too janky for my taste. It just does not look, it doesn't move right. It gives me uncanny valley feelings. Like it's not a like what I'm looking at isn't an actual person. It's some kind of eldritch entity. Disturbs me is what it does. I believe I had a discussion about this with one of my friends who you know, he watches VTubers a lot. So he talks about HoloLive and all that stuff, and we got in a big ol' what about it, discussing its merits and how I am very much opposed to the format that it uses, just by the nature of using those you know, the face rig stuff. It skeeves me out. It really weirds me out because of how unnatural it looks. But it's more about the idle agency of it or whatever. It what's it now? There's a sort of psychological effect that makes you more connected to the person streaming. I don't get that. I don't feel it at all. I personally avoid videos that even have webcams, so... And there's that. The only reason why I would ever need or use webcam is if it was necessary. Like if what I was doing was contingent on you seeing me, then I would use it. But I never would need it or use it. Because all I'm doing, like the essence of what I'm doing is currently on the screen. Adding me in the bottom right corner would literally add nothing, visually, entertainment-wise, or I don't know, psychologically. I don't know. Like those weird singing robots. I believe the term is Vocaloids. I'm not disturbed by those because I understand that they're not like an actual entity. It's like a projection or something like that. I'm less skeeved out by that because I understand that it's not real. But when someone's behind it moving, I'm like, ooh. I don't believe it's a person. It's disturbing to me on some kind of fundamental level. I don't get it. Of course, that doesn't detract from how from other people and how they feel about it. Obviously, they can feel free to enjoy it however they wish, but I never intend to for myself. You know what? Whoopsies. First of all, let me hit this with a smooth brush. I feel this is a bit too messy for my taste. Hit that with a flattened brush. Ooh, don't do that. There we go. Even if I got like relatively big in terms of like YouTube stuff, I actually recently just crossed the what's it now? I crossed the threshold of, I believe I'm at like 5 2,000 subscribers now. That's pretty cool. But even if I got to like 100,000 or something like that, I would not want to show my face simply because I don't know what that would add to anyone aside from knowing what I look like. I don't know. I don't know what that would add to someone's value of what I do. Aside from having like an emotional, like personal connection, and there is value to that because of like community stuff. Because that makes you feel more personally and emotionally attached to the content creator, but eh. Been using edge selection for a while now, and I realize I could probably, instead of doing that, there's a method called find like shortest route. So if I hold shift and click, well, that doesn't really fill region. No. Ah, haha. There's an option. All right. Whoa. So by using this, I can do these pretty damn quick now. Go. Oh, there's still. Wait, no. Ooh. Oh, that's a flatten brush. Don't do that. You know, I think by the nature of what that is, I think I will mark that sharp because it's very specific in how it's shaped. Also, some of these I feel should have a cliff's shape to it. Maybe something along the lines of that. Okay. Let me think here. Okay, so I've used 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 tiles out of, you know, what is it now? 16 that I have made. I'm gonna have to, I think I'm gonna want to change up some of this and add some of my own new textures, because this is an old texture sheet that I used for a map that I made. I think I've already talked about it. Tabletop Simulator. I have some water. I have like a null void area for like abstracting away like a cave, because I wanted to slice away the top portion of the mountain or whatever, so this would, you know, indicate that this is not an area that you can even exist in. Then flowers to add variance. Oh, that's an idea. Why don't we add some area right here to indicate that, well, I think I'm gonna want two. I'm gonna want like like 2 corner pieces, one for the inner corner, one for the outer corner, and then we'd have this. I think 2 of these are like mud, and then we have water. I don't think that's gonna be its own thing. Oh yeah, I have this. I'm just gonna clear this notification out. It's like, hi, I'm streaming. What's going on in here? Oh yeah, someone made a thing with the kalimba or whatever. Alright. I'm gonna edit this now. accidentally yanked on my headphones, that hurt. Tugged my ear the wrong way. Okay. So what I want, I'm gonna clear out the texture that I'm not using. I do want to use something akin to this, but I'm not gonna be using it. Let me show the grid. There we go. I should also snap the grid if I could. Whoop. I think I'll leave those textures. Those are wood. Like, so if we do a tree, well, not specifically a tree. We have objects for that, but one of the levels included having a giant tree. So that tile would be for that tile would be used for that tree. So I do want to play with like an idea I had real quick. What if I took these, put them into the tree, and then no. Okay, we had to flatten them. There we go. That would give a very bark-esque texture. Got it. That's the ticket. We're gonna use stretching to our advantage at some point in the future. Oh, I should probably, there we go, reset those. All right, we're gonna move these there. Let's do a new texture layer and then, whoop. Let's move that there. Try to keep things organized. Now, I don't use this rock texture. That's gonna get deleted. That's gonna get deleted. And this was only used in that. This was only used in the tabletop map to indicate when it was transitioning into that null area that, you know, like this is mountain wall. So we're gonna get rid of that. Okay, let's start organizing this. So we'll have the stone area down here. Hey. There we go. Now, the reason why I deleted that one cliff face is because I'm going to basically have to make my own. One where it transitions into a cliff, one where it stays a cliff, and one where it transitions out, I believe. I don't know if I'll be able to use the same and then rotate it or whatever. We'll see. Okay. Cliff texture. Here we go. Let's use this, maybe. I think this one's free. High quality coarse cliff texture. Let me view this image. Free textures, yeah, cool. We'll just copy this. Paste this as a new image, and I'm pretty damn skippy. This is not seamless. We're just gonna be lazy with it. This is fine. Scale layer. Where did this scale? Scale it again. Oh yeah, did anyone see that they were making? They were remaking. I don't know if they're remaking or if they're. I know they're rebooting. They were rebooting Rugrats, but I think they remade a couple episodes into like a 3D remaster of some sort. Has anyone seen that? Because I've seen it on Twitter, and people were, you know, obviously bitching about it. That's just what people do. But I'm curious if anyone's seen it themselves and have their own opinions. Rugrats 3D sounds unsettling. I'll probably show it off here in a couple seconds just to show you what I'm talking about. Oh, I guess I went even down further into the scale layer. I have my own opinions on it, but it's not negative. It's just kind of, I think my opinions are interesting because they're not just Rugrat bad. Because people just do have that opinion where it's like it's 3D and it's a remaster, it's shit. But I think I can see a little bit why they're thinking that, because there's a very different feel that 3D animation has over 2D. They're two different beasts in terms of what they can and can't do. Let's see here. What was I doing? Scale layer, none, goes straight down to 32. Ooh. Once I scale this down, should work. What? Corrective? What the hell does that mean? Alright. So once we do that, if we set this to overlay, bam. That's interesting. And there we would have our kind of cliff. So whoopsies, I cut from the wrong thing. Alright. If I can make a group here. There we go. Alright, so we have that group layer. I want to show off the new... I want to show off the Rugrats remaster or reboot. I want to show that off. Well, it seems like someone's already had their opinion pieces.
Nothing can keep
Ah, fuck. Damn it. There we go. There we go.
Nothing can keep us apart.
Okay, so this is for the streaming service, I think.
On to your battles. A baby gotta do. What a baby's gotta do. Whose idea was it to invent babies? Come on, guys. You dumb baby. I had a feeling it would end like
That one always gets me.
I wish someone would have told me before we started playing this dog monster game that there was a dog monster in it. It's the magical cave of fun stuff. Open egg face. That's not even close. I did it, and it was only a little terrible. He's a goner. You were so young.
Rugrats!
I think they've gotten better over time.
Streaming May 27th on Paramount Plus.
Right. So, opinion-wise, a lot of people were bitching because they went 3D. And I think that's definitely going to be an obvious complaint from fucking everyone, considering that the original Rugrats was a 2D animation. So, the feel is going to be different simply because it's a 3D animation now. And a lot of the people, yeah, it looks pretty damn faithful. They tried really hard to get it as faithful as the original, but people are still bitching because it was 3D, and people are saying, why the fuck would you go 3D if the original was 2D? And my theory, and this one's pretty obvious, is that it's cheaper. It's so much cheaper to do 3D animation because you don't have to draw it anymore. You don't have to do frame by. You don't have to have all the people doing the keyframes and the people coming in between to do in-betweens and all that stuff. And that's my theory, that 3D is just cheaper. Even if you were to do, like, 2D animation, it would probably end up maybe being too clean or whatever compared to the original, which was hand-drawn. That in 3D, you probably end up getting more detail and bang for your buck because of how much they went with. And another thing with 3D, another thing that we're probably complaining about and why it felt different, 2D you just have more control over, expression and shit like that. Whereas in 3D, you're very limited to the rig and what the topology can do for you. So there's that. But other than that, I think they're being very faithful to the original formula of Rugrats, which I very much liked. I a long time ago sat down and watched through a good bit of the original, just because I remember watching it, and I was like, oh, I'll give it a watch, and I liked it a lot. So yeah, so I ended up just blitzing through all the seasons. I think I petered out around when Dill came in. It's not even that I didn't like Dill, it's just that, that's just where I stopped being interested. Because I'd watched so much of the original. But yeah. But what's interesting is I didn't even see Dill. Dill wasn't even in those. Did you notice that? They didn't include Dill. And that's peculiar to me. So I don't know if they're retconning him or what happened. Also, I'm very glad that they got the original voice actors. And another thing that people were complaining about was, well, why are we going back to them as kids? Why aren't we seeing them as adults after all grown up? Doing them as kids. I'm fucking glad they're not doing them as all adults, because then we'd have an entirely different cast. It would, I feel it's like there's no point to doing that aside from the gimmick value of, oh look, it's them all grown up, Like, you don't need to do that with, like, Family Guy or, South Park or anything like that, where they, like, it just changes the formula. At that point, there's no reason to have it be Rugrats anymore. It'd be its own entity, right? I feel that the novelty of them be, like, look, they're adults, like, that would wear off, because, like, there's no point in terms of, like, the story. It's entertainment. I feel that's just a gimmick to get people to be like, oh, look what we did. Like, there's no point to that. They're just taking an already existing group of characters and just making a change. And maybe that's a stupid opinion of mine, but whatever. Okay, let's try exporting this. Let's replace that. And reload. There we go. Alright, so let's try this. Rugrats Geriatrics. Everyone had just yeah, everyone just turns into like the grandpa character. Whoa. I mean, if you think of it this way, they'd all still be wearing diapers. So, you know, there's that. I don't think I really need the cliff texture. I don't know. I mean, maybe if I was like over here, I think I could get away with doing some stuff with that. Honestly, if they just took and made them into like adult characters, it would be like a fucking Robot Chicken skit is what it would be. Is what it would feel like. Like, I don't think it would feel that it would add anything. Because all it would be doing is they would just get new characters anyway. Like, we would, you know, get Tommy's kids and all them and shit, and it's like I don't really see a point to doing that. All it would be would, you know, gimmick. That's all it is. Make it partially sci-fi. Their adventures are still relatively mundane, like figuring out new technology. Oh no. Alright, why don't we actually maybe... Oopsies. It doesn't have a point besides brand recognition. Really, yeah, that's it. That's really the point. Brand recognition. They wouldn't want... They would just basically piggyback off of the creation of the previous one. It'd be another thing if it was good, but I'm cynical, so... Whoa, not that. Select random. 25%. Rotate that 90 degrees. You ever get worried that there's a certain amount of cultural stagnation from the constant rebooting and starvation of the public domain? Not really. No. Because that's just mainstream stuff. That's all that is. Like there's always indie development stuff. There's always counterculture. What the hell? Huh? Huh. I can't believe I missed that. Oh, look what I've gone and did. There we go. I mean, there's always going to be trash media, you know, like TMZ or fucking, you know, there's like the Maury Show, Jerry Springer. There's always going to be trash stuff like that. So in terms of cultural stagnation, you know, there's always going to be a lowest common denominator in terms of form of entertainment or whatever. But you know, you have options. It's not like that's the only thing that's on. It certainly also gives me a negative view of society in general, but I think that's just kind of the nature of what the show is. Whoa. Like it's kind of the point that it's trash. That's what it's designed to do. Fair point. I didn't think about that. Yeah. I had an idea. What if instead... How's that look? Yeah. There's always going to be indie stuff being made. And then every once in a while, that stuff breaks the mold and becomes the popular thing. I mean, look at Undertale. That shit exploded. People went fucking nuts for Undertale. For God, it seemed like years that thing was popular. And it was just like a fucking, what was it? It's 2 6-hour game that Toby Fox was like, yeah, I made a thing. It's cool. And people went fucking bananas. They went ape shit. Hell? Oh no. Okay. So every once in a while, the indie stuff breaks out and it's pretty damn good. And then that becomes the popular mainstream thing to do, and people follow suit. Because I guarantee you, there are a lot of Undertale-esque games after Undertale was made. Not that Undertale became a bad thing because it became popular, but it's just, you know, the popular thing does the good thing, and then a lot of people who seek to cash in on the new trend, they follow suit, and that's just what happens. Not that it's bad to be inspired, but some people just are just out to cash in. Not even that that's wrong either, but it's true. People do that. Whoopsies. Although I found an interesting trend with along the lines of popularity. What's it now? Final Fantasy. They try. I think they try really hard to catch the glory days of Final Fantasy VII. Because a lot of their stuff seems to now fall into a very trope, the kind of trope of high fantasy in a sort of industrial setting. That was basically Final Fantasy VII and 8. Then what's it now? They had fragments of that in 10. And then my mind's fuzzy from like 10 onward. I don't even know what the fuck 11, 12 are. Are they like online games? I don't even know. I think they're online. I don't know. I know there are Final Fantasy MMOs, but was 12 an MMO? I don't know. All right. Let's see here. Got an idea. Okay, yeah. I doubt I'm gonna use that. But let's add a new texture. Don't duplicate it. Add a new texture here. Yeah, it'll just be multiply. Current layer only. There we go. And then we'll just... Oh, wait, that's... I did the wrong thing. Maybe that'll do. Let's try that. Go back to UV editing. Reload. Yeah, let's be adding some cliff areas, I guess. Really indecisive. Oopsies. Because at the same time, I could have this work. Oopsies. Okay, pull that out, and let's hit it with a soften tool. There we go. Okay, which... Okay, rotate that 90 degrees that way. Question is, how much of this do we want? Or, Like, what if we take this and just... Oh, yeah. I did do that, didn't I? I've gone and complicated things for myself, haven't I? I have a tendency to do that. Huh. Okay, UV reset. Need a corner piece here. This kind of sounds Blue Oyster Culty in a way. Not sure what it is. Okay, let's test that out with one of these. This one? Yeah. Whoopsies. Yeah, it would probably work. on, scale x minus 1. Huh? Go files. I did want to transition into stone in here. Okay, we're gonna have to do some work with that. Oops. Or is it here? Okay, I'm gonna need 2 corner bits for grass, 1 inside corner and 1 outside corner, I suppose. Put them both there. Okay, let's add a new group. Slap that in there. So this is grass. This is how am I even? Okay, so if I draw on this, this erases, right? And then we'll have a new layer underneath this, which is a multiply. Well, no, I wanted this. That's what I wanted. There we go. Cropped it for all those. Be smaller. Alright, so then if I wanted to, if it's like, I fucked up, I need to restore some, I could just erase and that brings it back. It's non-destructive. And then we have this, which I should rename Shadows. You know what I'll do? I'm gonna copy this layer. I can paste it here. Nope. Well, I was preferring I would be able to just like copy this and select it and sort of drop shadow it, but that ain't gonna work. I suppose. Well, let me export real quick. Make sure that they actually work. Almost. Control E. There we go. There we go. Better. I could add just a bit more. They should also tile with themselves as well. So if I were to... Yeah, that's good. What is this? Kirby's Avalanche? I believe this is what that is. This is good music. I like this music. Alright. So... I think this is just on this layer, right? Oop. Delete that. Nice. So what I'll do now, let's close this up. Yeah, that is this. What? There we go. So copy that, paste it. There we go. So this one is the L corner, and this one will be the inner corner. Now let's open this bad boy up. Now the erase is all wrong, so let's just get this all out of here. Oh. Shadows are wrong now too, so let's get rid of those. There we go, no more multiplication. There we go. Into the shadows. Nice. Good enough. All right. What? Okay. Okay, let's do some work here. Go. Whoa. Wait, I have these wrong. There it is. Okay, let's see if I'm just gonna use sprite tile. because I'm being an idiot. I just gotta load it. The tile set, load this. Are they slightly off? Slightly. Okay, so somewhere in here is where it swaps over to the stone. Okay. Interesting. Select that by sharp. They're isolated. What? So theoretically, based on removing those edges, these areas should... They basically were. Ah, fuck. I keep hitting those things. Okay. Now we need a... I suppose what I could do... Let's see here, where are they? Is this it? There's one of those. Move that there. And then we'll replace this with... Go up. that would go. And then damn it, I'm trying to move the whole damn no. How did I move it before like that? Which one's which? This one. There it goes. Open this up. Delete that layer. Oh, there it is. I was wondering why it wasn't. Okay, it was copying the thing. It was just me being dumb. As usual. There it is. I was thinking that I might have to do some kind of transition thing, but I think what I could do instead... Do I have vertex? Oh no. It did a thing I didn't want it to do. I knew I should have known. Yeah, it's set up with an emission. I'm gonna delete that. I wanted it to not be shaded, but I don't want that. I want it to be diffuse. It should have shading. Yeah. Rotate 180 degrees. I think this would work. Something along the lines of this. Oh, I missed that area, huh? I think I'm just gonna select all the dirt that I've unwrapped, and well, UV unwrapped. Like I randomized the dirt. I think I'm gonna re-unwrap it and just make it not that. Oh yeah, there's hexagonal spaces somewhere. I do need to fix up those beveled edges that I made, didn't I? Yeah, like right here. Okay, then, so if we reset that. Right there. With all that reset, it will eventually make this a lot easier to make again. Let's hide this face again. It's in the way. Flipped, huh? Oopsies, not that. Okay, let's mix this. Hope this will work in game. I hope this will work. Yeah. I'm gonna have to have a transition from one to the other. That's what I'm gonna do. The vertex map, the vertex color is not gonna do the job justice. Can I? No, I'd have to do it to both of them, like the individual layers. Unless if I add a layer on top, set that to, okay, that is set to erase. Would that do it to all of them? It, ooh, yes. That's nice. Shit. Oh, I deleted that layer. Come on now, don't do that. That's just mean. There we go. I might take it a completely different approach because I'm starting to think about it now. Here is kind of my thinking now. I think what I'm gonna do. I believe I would. Let's see. Change the grayscale. Yeah. Now here is an idea. And this is an idea that I've seen done in, what's it now? I've seen it done for Nintendo games and Nintendo 64. What they would do is they would take their textures, and instead of using colors from this, what if instead using grayscale, let's select all the areas, okay, all the areas with grass. Well, that's kind of a mistake. I kind of fucked up with the, oh, I can quickly do that. God, this face can fuck off. UV stone. Okay, so let's select. Yeah. Select. What? Remove. Okay, so select all of the grass area. And if we... Wait, I believe I plugged it in. Nope, I did not yet. Mix RGB. Set to multiply. Add the vertex color. Go back to vertex painting. Bam, we can add color just like that. I believe this is how Banjo-Kazooie would do stuff. Pretty sure, anyway. Problem is, it's significantly messier. Probably also save some vertex colors, right? It's not vertex colors, save some palettes. So clearly, if I'm gonna revamp this entire texture sheet, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to redesign all of the texture atlases to make them more interesting. But just in general, I do need to It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a big problem to get this all sorted out proper. Why is you... Did I never assign the dirt? I may not have. Assign. There we go. Am I still not? Bruh. Assign, please. Please. And we can also add variation to this. So if we select this, and this, we can hide everything else. Go to vertices select, and let's change up some of our colors, right? Maybe a little bit like that, a little bit darker. Add that to the palette. Slide over here, maybe a little bit brighter. And that. Select random. Let's go 25%. There we go. Add some color. Add that. Select random. 33.333%. Select random. This would be 50%. I think I picked a color too bright. Just a little bit bigger. A little bit bright. Interesting that it gives me all these values. Is there a way? Okay, paint. Contrast. That might give me what I want. Fuck, I just clicked remove. Damn it. Shit. Okay. Quite. There we go. Just have a slightly darker color. Whoopsies. Select random. Okay, then select grass. Go into vertex paint mode. Let me just select that then. Whoa. Hey. There we go. That's better. Because of the nature of some of these areas, I will have to clean them up, but how it be. Oh well. Alright, I'm starting to get hungry, and I've been floundering after I've decided to do this. Of course I decided to change my mind. But yeah. That's just how my brain works sometimes. So after that debacle, I'm now gonna go get something to eat. And I'm gonna go for a while, so yeah. Anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed the stream, and I will be back in probably maybe an hour or two. So, yeah.